Donald Trump, it appears, is in a process of some sort of decline as a political force in the country. And there is a governor in Florida who seems to be aiming to replace him. How does all of this strike you?
Well, DeSantis is more dangerous because, unlike Trump, he's competent. Like Pompeo or Tom Cotton or these others. Trump, with or without Trump, it doesn't. We still live mired in this political divide, political morass with these political distortions because of what the two parties have done to the economy and to the livelihood of working class men and women. I mean, that's what's driving this, largely the white working class that feels dethroned, displaced, which they have been. Incredible accumulation of wealth by this oligarchic elite, which is unlike anything we've seen. Going back, we'd have to go back to, I don't know, Rome or, pharaonic Egypt or something to see this kind of wealth. The Rockefellers had a few billion. Our billionaire class has 180 plus billion. And that's social inequality. You don't have to take even political science 101 to understand that social inequality creates these kinds of messianics, right-wing populists, neo-fascist. That's what is vomited up from a society that no longer functions. It's what I witnessed when I covered the war in Yugoslavia. You can go back and look at Weimar Germany. It's the same. So Trump, with or without Trump, the problem isn't going to go away until we address the social inequality, the political stagnation, and the fact that corporate power has seized every institution, including, of course, the media, and deformed them to serve their predatory interests on everybody else. So, and we've got inflation. The Biden administration has been unable to fulfill even its most tepid campaign promises: Build Back Better, the $15 minimum wage, the ability of care to be provided to the working class, et cetera, et cetera. So, in fact, in some ways, it's worse than Trump because the supplemental packages have all evaporated, including, of course, they're lifting the moratorium on foreclosures and bank repossessions. So it's a very fraught and difficult time. 2024, with or without Trump, is still going to be very ugly.
Do you think it'll include the white supremacy dimension of all of this?
Yeah, that's key, because this is what happened in Yugoslavia. The economic collapse of Yugoslavia, you strip people of their sense of place and dignity and work within the society, then they reach out, often for a fictional identity. In the case of Yugoslavia, that was Serbian ethnic nationalism or Croatian. I mean, they resurrected the Ustasha and all the old symbols and everything else. In this case, it is the idealized golden age of white supremacy, neo-Confederacy, has attracted the white working class and created this vast divide where how many people voted for Trump? Was it 74 million or something? I mean, it's a lot of people. And like Yugoslavia, once people fall into that fantasy world, which it really is, there's no communication, because with the other side, they're both grounded now in separate realities, or even in, I would argue, in non-reality based belief systems. The Democrats are guilty of this with Russiagate, as if Russia was responsible for electing Trump. You'd have to pluck your eyes out or something to believe that. So that it's a very precarious moment. It's very fragile. It's very dangerous, and we can't ignore the fact that the country is awash in weapons, in not just weapons but automatic weapons. I grew up in Maine. My relatives are all hunters. You don't carry AR-15s into the woods. They're useless for shooting down a deer. The caliber of the bullet is too small. So unless I guess you want to pepper the deer with 10 or 15 bullets or something. These are weapons. They're assault weapons, and that the school shootings are they're averaging more than one a day. A school or mass shootings are averaging more than. Well, this is a society that's deeply, deeply disturbed. And unfortunately, the Biden administration, other than funding, pumping these massive resources into Ukraine or the military, is not responding. There's this political stagnation is extremely dangerous, coupled with the fact that because we have an uncontrollable militarism romping around the globe, talking about defending Taiwan and bringing down Putin, it's a really, really dangerous time.